Hello everyone. In this video, I will show you how simple it is to set up and use Sumo Blocking Volume plugin. With the plugin, you can create spline blocking boundaries that define playable area. We will take a look at the main features, how to set everything up, and how to quickly start using it in your own level. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so right now I'm in the blocking volume demo map, and over here, as you can see, I'm in the plugin directory. If you want to find the demo map, it's under the maps, of course, over here. And also you're gonna find here the blueprints and materials folder. The materials folder is only here for the debug preview mesh. So if you want to change the color or basically anything within the material for the preview mesh, you can do it in here. However, the most important part is Sumo Blocking Volume actor. So let me drag and drop him here into the world. Okay, so now when I have the blocking volume in the world, I can click on the spline point over here. And now when I move it, the volume starts to generate. Okay, now if I click back on the Sumo Blocking Volume over here, we can see the properties that we can modify for this actor. So if we scroll down to the Sumo Blocking Volume section, over here we got the clear generated boundary and rebuild boundary buttons. So if I clear it and rebuild, it's gonna do the stuff. Also, we got the option for auto rebuild. If I turn this off and I'm gonna move this point somewhere else, you can see that the volume doesn't update automatically. So this way you always need to like come here and do rebuild boundary, and now it's all good. Then we got the option for closed loop. What does it mean, closed loop? If we got more than 2 points and the closed loop is on, so let me add a new point. As you can see, now we are in the closed loop mode. So the system will always generate the blocking volume for you automatically from the last point to the first point of the spline. If we turn this off, then we don't have the closed loops. So the blocking volume matches the spline exactly. Okay, then we have the option to use start anchor and end anchor. First thing I want to say is that you have to remember that start anchor and end anchor can be only used if we are not using closed loop. So since we got the closed loop turned off, we can actually use that. So let's turn both on. Let's add some points. Let's do, for example, target point 1 and 2. So this one will be the start and this one will be the end. Now we have to define the actors. So let's pick them from the scene. So this will be the start. As you can see, it automatically snaps the start of the volume to the target point, and the same goes for the end, like this. Okay, so the next parameter is align to ground. So if I tick this on, you can see that the volume automatically snaps to the ground. For this, we are doing the traces, and you can define the trace offsets over here. So we got the up offset and down offset. Okay, so if I put here some cube, let's put it above the actual volume. Let's increase the size. And now if I go back to the boundary, as you can see, we got the trace up offset 200. If I do rebuild, it's actually too far for it to reach. So maybe let's use like 500 and let's do rebuild. Still 1000. Okay. And now, as you can see, the volume tries to snap to the ground with the up offset. So since we got something over here, it tries to go like this. If we put it, I don't know, over here, we're gonna hit rebuild and it's gonna snap again. The next parameter is maximum segment length. So basically it's the length of the blocks over here. So if I do 100, as you can see, we got like more precise volume. So this is useful if you got like very simple shapes. You can use like higher segment length, so it's not that precise. However, if you got more complicated shapes, you can just put here, I don't know, 100, and it's gonna match the shape exactly as you wish. Okay, the next thing is base Z offset. So you also have the option to offset the volume from the ground. Let's put this, I don't know, to 100. And now, as you can see, everything goes up by 100. Then you also have the option to generate collision. You can set here the collision thickness. So if I go above this, you can see if I put here 100, the collision is thicker. The same with boundary height. That defines the height of the boundary. So if you want it to be larger, then you can increase this. Then you got the option to set the collision profile name. So what profile should this blocking volume use? So by default, we have here block all, but you can use any from the collision profiles. If you don't know where to find collision profiles, it's in the project settings. And if we scroll here to collision, you have here the presets, so you can basically use any of these. Okay, then we have the generate editor preview, which are these purple blocks. Basically, the editor preview is only active in the editor, so this don't have any effect to your performance in your actual game. And also you can change the preview thickness, the wall mesh, and the material. So let me just show the thickness. So if I do here like 80, you can see the wall is now thicker, but it's only the preview. Okay, so the collision matters in the game. This is only the preview for you as the developer. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for the tutorial. You can find this plugin right now on the FAP marketplace for free. Please, if you have a minute or two, I would really appreciate if you would leave a review. I would be extremely happy. And if you want support, have questions, or you want to join our amazing community, feel free to join our Discord server. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.